Back by unpopular demand, me!
I did a little intro. Just a little run up, a little skit. I hope you all enjoyed this little sketch we did. This fun little comedy skit I worked a couple weeks on, and yeah, hello. I stream now. I stream again. No, that's too loud. Remember when I streamed? I kind of do. Hello, Greg. Hello, good friend Greg. You're great. Excuse me for a second. Oh, sneeze. I'm sorry. Do coconut mall. Do coconut mall. That I don't think that's what ASMR is, Greg. I'm gonna be real with you. Also, I did want to check something. Give me a sec. This is related to stuff. It's kind of related to stuff we're doing today. Because I mean, I got plenty of reward things to get done. You know. Thanks to everyone's great support over the summer with grad goals. I got plans on the table. Very exciting times. I love how this is taking forever to load. That's neat. Mr. Google Drive, could you load quicker? Okay, well, that's not going anywhere. Hi, Juice. I did not draw this. This is Juice's work. Actually, Juice, did you do this in a program or did you just find this? Is this a Juice original or more so just something Juice pulled up for reference? Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'm actually, I might actually be, this is ironic. I wanted to start this stream by saying, also, that's very impressive, Juice. I adore you. You're great. I wanted to start this stream off by saying, because my friends were like, you get upset when people support you. And it's like, no, I get flustered. There's a difference. But I do want to be clear. Even if I panic in the moment, I appreciate any support immensely. That being said, thank you, Greg. It means a lot. Upset is a kind of flustered. It's a version of flustered. That being said, I put up a poll for the superhero comic we're going to be doing. And I was like, hey, everyone, only do one vote apiece. Because otherwise, if I could build... Oh, no. I could build that in, but people would have to sign into Google to do it, and that's just annoying. The only problem is there are now 3 Dylan Cahills who have voted. And that would be one thing, except for the fact that they all say, like, it's in a series. The first is Dylan Cahill, the other says a new Dylan Cahill. No, it's not. Is it just me? Like, am I just the person? I don't. But I don't want to take it too seriously. It's whatever. It is technically the option that's winning anyway. But if it's all the same person, there's only 10 votes and there's 4 Dylan Cahills. And I all think it's from the same person. So, you know. Don't. I'm all for gags, but if one person votes 100 times under pseudonyms, you realize I am scared. Is it because someone's awakened my anger, Shadow Mage? Or is it for a different reason? Anyway, we're gonna work on reward commissions. I'm gonna need to remember, like, all the... I unpinned the grad goals thing from my Twitter. I need to make a new pinned tweet. My reward commission? You do have one, Greg. So, please DM me on Discord, whatever it is you want. I would say it now, but A, you might not know right now, and B, I'll just ask for the stuff in Discord anyway, so I can find it easy. It now. Greg is cherished. Also, yeah. So, I don't have. I have been working on the rewards, and I've run it past friends of what I want for average viewer goals, and what was I just thinking of? And they seem to like it, so seems to be going pretty good. Now, Juice won it. If I'm seeing this right, a satellite persona playing football. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, yeah. Yes. So there is no more official Neighborhood Watch. The Neighborhood Watch is dead. Long live the Neighborhood Watch. So, Shadow Mage, welcome. I would like to be the first person to welcome you to the Neighborhood Watch. We're not a team anymore, we're just a team. So therefore, since you're someone in the team who streams, you are a team streamer. You already did. Dang it, Greg. Greg is such a welcoming person. I could never defeat him. But yeah. I lied. I'm sorry, what? I mean, oh wait, does Shadow Mage not watch Barry? Shadow Mage probably doesn't watch Barry. What was I just thinking of? Yeah, Barry ixnayed the Neighborhood Watch team. So, I do, when I can. So now there's no more official team Neighborhood Watch. There is only the community. Which is, I mean, it's, if we're being honest, it's basically exactly the same. So, Shadow Mage, if you were ever hoping to be in the Neighborhood Watch, you are now. And also, you can be in another Twitch team. You could always be in 2 Twitch teams, but now, like, now you can be in 3. Why'd he do that? Because because Shadow Mage, do you know the thing I just said about it being almost exactly the same? That reason. Oh my Oh my goodness, it's Pig! Pig subscribed for 28 months. Be in the Twitch team. Then you're not. Well, there is no Twitch team. That's the thing, Shadow Mage. You're still in the community. That's okay with you. You're in the Neighborhood Watch. And now you don't need a small Twitch badge to say it for you. So, congrats. Existential screaming. Yeah. You're in a tesseract of a Twitch team. But yeah, no. I mean, I kind of agree with... I mean... I think the biggest thing that also makes it good is that Barry, for multiple reasons, one of the biggest ones being that, yeah. I will say, I think that's a line. I think to be a member of, like, the streaming part, you have to stream. Anyway, but besides Barry just being the biggest streamer in the community, he was also the de facto leader because only the partner who created the team could get a say in on, like, team decisions on Twitch. So, and Barry was only like kind of like, yeah, team streaming, team beaming. Yeah. Also, that's the other thing. Barry also talked about the idea of having to, like, because the watch in its like, you know, original idea was just people in the community who stream. But the problem came that people would stop streaming, and then it felt bad to kick them off the team. So now you can just stop streaming and no one has to care about that. Anyway, Juice told me they were going to be very picky about their art commission. But we here at Cahill Comics guarantee satisfaction. Both artistically and sexually. So, I have no problem with that, and I'm glad they're here. No. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Maybe I'll try to, like, build some kind of thing. Also, I believe Barry was also like, also, if anyone else wants to make it a team again, go ahead. You know, anyone who reaches partner and wants to do that. He was like, there's no problem with that. No severance package? I don't think so. But I do kind of like it just being the community. A general streaming guide. I mean, I am kind of trying to do that, is the thing. Is the problem. Is I would love to hit partner. Ping. Listen! Can I just user settings, privacy, connections, voice and video, video settings. Can I turn off, like, can I turn off, like, just the alert notifications? Enable unread messages. Text. Disable all notification sounds. There we go. Get Greg there. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm not trying... Because I don't want to be like... I recognize that... What was I thinking of? Making your living as a quote-unquote influencer is akin to winning the lottery. So I'm not, like, actually trying to put anything into it, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I want to try. That's why I'm going to be doing an average viewer push soon. Because, what was I thinking of? Is this thing just a square? This thing is just a square. It is a smaller square than I'm drawing. Look at this shitty cube. I've drawn a shit cube. I need to make this cube better for my friend Juice. Anyway, I hope everyone's day has been good. My day was frustrating. My day could have... What the actual fuck? I just... Disable all notification sounds. Oh, it doesn't work for... Why is that a thing? Why would that be a setting if it doesn't work for individual... Like... Why would... Yeah, today's been frustrating. Can you tell? What was I thinking of? That's what I do. Okay, so I'm in streamer mode, and it's doing it. Oh, it's open on my Mac. Whoops. That is my fault. Anyway. Okay, I'm a moron. We all already knew I was a moron. No one needs to say anything. Shut up, Shadow Mage. Just because my streaming setup is obtuse and stupid doesn't mean you get to call it obtuse and stupid. I actually applaud you. Anyway, let me get to the reason why other people frustrate me, and not why I frustrate me. Oh, I'm glad you have that screenshot ready, Greg. Like, there was stuff at work today. I only had a day and a half at home before I had to go to work for 3 days, and now I'm working today and tomorrow, and I'm streaming. Which I am glad. I want to be clear. I'm glad to be back streaming, but it is like free time go whoosh. You know what I mean? Anyway, with that being said, I was at work for the second day today. One more day to go, baby. Woohoo! And I was on a certain ride. There is a certain ride that I work at my amusement park job that has 3 rules on it. There are only 3 rules you have to follow while on the ride. Anything else I don't care about. Everyone breaks these rules every day. I only work a ride for about an hour or 2. I imagine so, Shadow Mage. I only work a ride about an hour or 2 every day. And within that time span, multiple groups of people will break the simple rules on this one ride. It's really incredible to watch. Today, someone managed to break a ride. Well, okay, let me start. This ride, also, you're standing up during it, and there are ropes. They're not ropes, they're like little, like, you know, seat buckle things. There are seat buckle things in front of you. People like to, like, lean against them and test them to see if they're supposed to keep them in. That's not what they're for. They're to keep you from, like, jumping out of the machine while it's running. But people still like to lean against them and break them open. Today, someone managed to fully get a rope. I don't regret breaking the ride. I'm not kidding. At this point, I've worked at this job for about a month now. If I met someone off the clock who said they went to my job, went to that ride and had done that, I think I'd slap them. I think I'd actually slap them. Anyway, and they'd have no recourse because I'm not on the clock. But yeah, so someone managed to actually pull. I don't know how the heck they did it. They managed to pull off one of the ropes today. I go to the exactly, Will Smith slapped them. I go to the operator booth. Because while it is like a very simple like strap to again, not protect you, thank you, Zayn, I'm glad. I hope everyone's here for the rant. Not to protect you, you're safe as long as you're not being a complete moron. This rope is to keep you from being a complete moron. Someone manages to pull off one of these ropes, and what was I thinking of? So I go to the operator booth, and I call my boss. Because, this technically counts as someone breaking the ride. And they were like, okay, they were like, close it. And I was like, close the ride? And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay. So I go, and I kick 40 people off the ride. And then, like, 80 people leave the line. And then my boss calls me back and says, okay, just close that, like, those, like, 3 seats, and you can run the ride normally. And, like, he calls me as people are actively still leaving the line and be like, is it closed? And I'm like, I lie to them. Because, like, if I say yes, everyone's just gonna, like, they're either gonna keep leaving, / be mad at me, / get back on the ride. Like, nothing I can do here is good, so I just say yes, but I don't put up the close sign. I just leave it open, and I wait 5 minutes for people to come back in, so that way people aren't upset at me. Because my boss screwed up, not me. I said, close the ride, and he said yes. This isn't even the frustrating part. Like, I'm not even there yet. Okay? Ready? The ride is open again. But those seats are closed. Because one of the seatbelts isn't working. And, like, so on some rides, you have to make sure every seatbelt is closed and buckled. I'm gonna go give Juice a hug. Every seatbelt has, on some rides, every seatbelt and lap bar has to be closed and buckled. To make the ride run. This is not one of them. Since these straps are just to keep people from being a moron, they can be left unbuckled, like, as long as no one's in the section. So I close that section of the ride, like, I buckle them. And everything else is open. A couple gets into the ride. Now, sometimes people, like, do the buckles wrong, and it's obvious because, like, the straps will be too long. Like, again, these aren't meant to be tight and, like, hold you in place, but they can be too long to the point where it's like, well, this is, like, it's not restraining you at all. I'm like, okay, I'll have to move them in a minute, but whatever. I come on the ride to inspect everything, which is part of my job. This couple has tied the seat. One of them is in the broken seat. They've tied this, not wrapped it, tied one of the wrong seat belts to one of the iron bars next to them to strap themselves in. They tied a broken seat belt to an iron bar to strap themselves into an amusement park ride. Lord in heaven, help me. So I kick them out, like, to a different... Greg, I swear to the Lord. So I kick them to a different seat. Like, I'm 5 seconds from saying, leave. I make them go to a different seat, and then I spend half a minute untying their fucking sailor knot. Because this, like, I need to be clear. This isn't a Disney ride. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. You can't just sit there. It is like a cast iron bought from the 1950s. I think the date on it actually says 1965 or something. Like, it is made of metal and it is not fancied up. It's just machinery. And their solution to be safe on this ride was to bring out their, like, they're fucking 17 years old. Like, they're in high school, but they bring out their fucking Navy skills to tie themselves in. Only some kind of higher being who was testing me from doing this in front of them could tell me why they thought it was a good idea to do that. Some kind of, you know, omnipotent creator. Only they could tell me why they thought that was the good idea. To tie themselves into this Coney Island machine with their own 2 hands. And that was one thing that happened today. My lord. Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm sorry game is going bad, Schmage. If I'm being honest, Shadow Mage, this seems to be a pattern with you and playing games while I'm streaming. I was watching a stream with friends. They're just trying... That's not true, Smage! That's not true! They're not trying to be safe. And also, by the way, like, obviously this only seats so many people. There were open seats. There were several open seats next to each other. Why, in some greater being's name... I was preparing for stream. Oh, okay, I got you. I still feel like you were doing a game for stream, but understandable. Why in some greater being's name they thought this is, like they couldn't have moved? They were the first people... Also, I didn't even say that. I didn't even say that. They were freaking... They were the first people on the ride! This ride seats 40! It's an arena-sized ride! And they... First people on go to the broken seats and tie themselves in. I already need a different job for reasons. Like, I would work this job indefinitely if it were up to me, but it's not. So I will have to find a new job soonish in the next year. I should have, like, done this in front of them, and if I got in trouble, been like, you tell me. Are you gonna fire me? Okay, it was worth it. Sweet Lord in heaven. Also, Juice, question. Is this okay for its panels? I did see that, like, some of the... I mean, a lot of the art you sent me had its panel shorter, but I wanted to make it more true to the actual thing. Also, I love drawing space. And Juice not only told me to draw space, they gave me specific celestial bodies to draw. And I was like, sick. I'm down for that. This is okay. What is it okay? Are you being begrudging about this? What, is there something I could do better? Kiss on site. Moi on site. Carl Sagan's Cosmos. Anyway, I'm trying to think. Also, yeah, so that ride, like, I don't mind that ride specifically, but that ride specifically, like, it's actually okay. Like, GG, good job, keep it up, team. Thank you. Okay, making sure. Because, like, not to call Juice out, but, like, they were, like, when they told me about this, I was like, yeah, it's okay. Like, if you want it a certain way, I will do that. But then I was like, but they told me to have them floating in space doing an action, and I was like, okay. Then, like, a day later, I was like, do you have a pose? Do you have a certain pose? And they were like, yes. Which is where I got this from. So I was like, Juice, confirm your selection. Is good? Question mark? Don't you call me out. Wait, who gifted me a sub? I did. Anyway. But yeah, that ride I was specifically talking about where this happened on, like, I mean, every ride has a rule set, right? And, like, a criteria, basically, that the ride operator is looking for to kick a person off. Like, if a person is too much of an ass on a ride, it's like, okay, are they doing X, Y, and Z? Kick them off the ride. And this ride, despite having one of the least, like, there is one other ride that has a certain kind of criteria where it's like, we will kick you out of the park if you do it. But this ride, I would argue, has some of the simplest rules, and yet people break them constantly. So I have gone like multiple in a row, just kicking people. I had a day where I kicked 3 people off the ride in a row. Like, get people on the ride, kick someone off. Get new people on the ride, kick someone off. Get new people on the ride, kick someone off. It was ridiculous. And today that also happened. There was a group of 3 people. I stopped. This ride, like, again, it's not like, I am saying it's old, but like, it's not old and like bad. Half the reason it's old is because like you're not really gonna get a new model of it. You know what I mean? Like, this ride is this ride. There's not improving it. Like, this is probably the best way to do it by default. But anyway, so I use a hand crank to stop the ride, like a brake crank to stop the ride. I have to like actually do that. Like, the other rides do have a button, and this one does kind of too. But to stop the mechanism is a crank. I use that. I get on the. I do make an announcement like, you can stay on the ride if you want. I get on. I point to them. I'm like, leave. And they get up and leave. Because fucking. What we're not gonna do is. I feel like half the reason I'm acting like this now is because I try to keep a very, like, you know, like, I'm working at a place for people to have fun and, like, kids to come in on. Like, you know, like, kids come here as a day off and with their parents to have a good time. I'm not gonna be an absolute cock about it. But at the same time, there are people where I'm like, hey, shut up. Cut that out. You horse's cock. Throw them into the mulching bits of the ride. I should. Nice, Greg. And still get called out. So I usually don't bother using it. That's fair. Here's sub. I don't even want to talk about Subby Tembi, because I have 5 animated emotes to make, and I have had that. I'm like, even with the watch not being an official stream team anymore, I actually think I'm still only one of 2 animators in the watch, and I'm one of the only people without animated emotes. Like, that's the thing. I don't even... Yeah, Manic is the other one. Shout out to Manic. Manic rules. I don't even mind, like, it being a quote-unquote customer service job. I will absolutely destroy some buttholes, though. Like, if you're being a butthole, I technically can't... Well, everyone technically can animate. Well, that's even the thing, right, Shadow Mage? It's not like I'm saying I've gone to art school. I'm an animator. No, there's plenty of artists in the chat, in the watch and community. It's more a case of me and Manic, I think, are the only ones who call ourselves animator. If literally, and someone's gonna do it for a bit, be like, I'm an animator now. It's like, okay. But if you consistently call yourself an animator, and like every now and then, like, I don't even want to give more criteria to it than that. Because, yeah, that's about it. I'm literally only saying it because I don't think anyone else in the watch community calls themselves an animator. I'd actually be interested. I mean, don't you do your own emotes, Shadow Mage? You're an artist. I would actually be interested. Does Barry call himself an animator? He does animate. I technically animate. See? This is what I'm talking about. It's all about owning it. Owning your absolute mistake of a life decision. And the insanity that comes with it. The understanding that you've picked an incredibly difficult yet wide-ranging profession, but embracing that anyway. I have the imposter syndrome. No, shut up. I have that too, but never with animating. Much like a One Piece character constantly searching for their dream, I might not take pride. I might be able to take a lot of shit from me and other people on other things, but not animating. I will be a great animator one day. I was been reading One Piece. I just got into like the chapter 60 today. Sanji, like Nami and Zolo joining the crew. That was fun. I like that. Usopp and Sanji though. Usopp's been my favorite like join arc so far. Been real good. The Mogus. I mean, Shadow Mage, are you sure you want to say you have imposter syndrome? Because, like, there are lots of other people who are more qualified to talk about, like, what imposter syndrome is and say who has it or who doesn't. And just personally, I've always felt uncomfortable with saying whether or not I have if you don't realize I'm doing a bit right now, I'm doing a bit right now. The bit was I was giving someone imposter syndrome about imposter syndrome. Dun 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 dun. Juice, can I ask you something? It was a bit. That's why I said it, because I was like, no. This, we'll label this one joke to make sure everyone, Nobu realized it. So, okay, I have two questions, Juice. First off, do you like this thing, like, passively, usually? Or is it purely because this satellite shares your name? Your username, that is. Like, did you like this, and then we're like, also my name is Juice, or is it purely because it is called Juice? Pizza. Actually, it's probably good you weren't here for that, Shadow Mage. Not because I wouldn't do it again, but because... Pizza? Shadow Mage, I was pretending to give you... Will give you and myself imposter syndrome about imposter syndrome. That's how I like, and I love the character. Okay. I mean, it can be like a bit of both. I was just curious. And then secondly, Juice, why do people associate this thing with football? A lot of this satellite's persona have football in it. Letterman jackets and stuff. Oh, right. Guys, mark your calendars, and, what was I thinking of? Mark your calendars, and save your comic stubs. You have to watch it on stream. You know what, Pig? You're my good friend, so yes. Because, let me get the date real quick. On September 22nd, we are going to be doing a very big event. I have a idea I've been trying to work out as a stream for a while now. Pig! Okay, now Pig... Not that, Greg, we still need to get a date. Now, Pig, let me ask you something. Why would you ask me to watch a clip I'm in? One I was present for and have watched back before. Partly because it was part of Pig's monthly highlight contest. Everyone should go watch Mr. Pig. I love that clip because of your response. Well, I love you, Pig. But cross-country football. I adore that, Juice. I'm glad Pig distracted me while Juice was giving me an answer, because that was a great answer. I do love that clip. Well, everyone should watch Mr. Pig, then. Pig, would you like to do a Sea of Thieves stream with me? Also, we should do more Portal. But also Sea of Thieves. Consider Sea of Thieves. Listen, I do one kind of collab on this channel. And it's Sea of Thieves. Any other game is out. That's a lie. No, however, time is a bitch and bends me over backwards. Well, fuck that. That's very graphic, Pig. Even for my... I feel like sometimes you can see the difference between Pig being... I don't know. I'm an 18+ streamer. That's a hard... That's not... Sometimes you can see the difference between Pig having an Ara Ara command. And what was I thinking of? And me not having an RR command. Letterman jacket. I just... No. I do not have an RR redeem. That's on purpose. where we here at KL Comics might be weird and not necessarily for children, but we're also not explicitly rated R. Except when Kazu comes on screen. Then we'll rate it X. Rate it Ara Ara. Let me just say that, like, just to make sure it's not sexual. Let me just say Ara Ara as both like white American, like, just no accent, no fucking emotion, cold as I possibly can. No, Aura. Oh boy, are you having some quesadillas? I love some tortillas. Plain tortillas, spiceless tortillas on a quesadilla. In the southern accent. I too have seen that video, Juice. What was I just thinking of? Thank goodness for Wisconsin. Thank goodness for those innocent Wisconsin folk who just decide to pronounce it like that. Who just make the executive decision of, well, this is how I'm reading it, and so this is how I'll say it. Bless their hearts. Yeah, I said Kazu. Aw, poor Shadow Mage. Jalapenos. Man, those jalapenos are too hot for me. I like... I like my pizza not spicy, with mayonnaise from it. Boy oh boy, do I love a good Pizza Hut pizza with mayonnaise on it. This is like this is the American stereotype right here. Just everyone wonders. Okay, please. My goal with that was to just cause everyone to be... I was waiting to get to a point where everyone was like, "Stop, this hurts," because I know people in somewhere deep in the Midwest are doing it. somewhere in a deep, secluded part of the Midwest, where no one's visited since like the 50s. So someone's like this. Oh my goodness. I just had a long day. I'm hoping to. Is it okay? We're gonna do a quick bit. Ready? Are you ready for our quick little segment of Cahill checks the weather app? Da 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 da. It's okay. I can't like it's pudding. Nice, Greg. I'm glad Greg is using all his channel points now instead of for that special stream I talked about. Because I have a feeling Greg saves up some of the most channel points. Unless he's always using all of them the moment he gets enough for Haunted Mansion Ride. Anyway, things can just not go Cahill's way today. Fucking... I checked the weather app earlier. It says it's gonna rain tomorrow. Rain? Fantastic. I work outside. That means we won't be busy. I can take it easy that day. Wouldn't you know it? Says it's not gonna rain anymore. Fantastic. Love it. Ah. Let me perish. Today's word of the day is perish. P-E-R-I-S-H. Yes, special stream. September 22nd, I have a stupid idea I want to do. It will be easier than like Dark Souls, any of the challenge runs I've done, but it will also be funny. Perish. I'm kind of perish. I'm kind of pear-shaped. I don't know. Y'all ever just get the temptation to go into a therapy session on stream? Just like, oh good, people are here to listen to me. time to let go of this I have been carrying this baggage for a while. Boy, I flew in from Michigan, and boy are my arms tired. No one spells my name right, Shadow Mage. It's okay. Juice don't. Juice don't. Juice, I make a request from you. I think Juice is the... And Pig. Pig's in here. More like piss. Damn. Zane, why are you going so hard on Michigan? What did they do recently? I mean, fine. Damn. This is what I half expect it, Juice, to be like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm like, oh great, my friends are turning on me too. I love how today, it's not even like, I don't want to be too negative, you know? Because, like, it's been okay. But it's have you ever been in that kind of, like, location, emotionally, where it's like, the events of the day haven't gone bad enough for you to be in a bad mood, but at the same time, it's not, like, fine. But no, wait, no, Juice, no. Hey, I was worried Greg was spamming that one image of what I said, and Greg, seriously, don't. But no, Greg has a point. Greg has an incredibly valid point. I like what Greg has to say. Anyway, yeah. I want a hug. Emotion among us. I might just call in tomorrow and say I shit my pants. I'll call in and they'll be like, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, I shit my pants. Oh, beans, guys. I can't come into work. I shit my pants. No one can come into work when they shit their pants. You really expect me to work? Guys, you can't expect me to work after I shit my pants. Come on. I shit my pants. Shit your pants. I shit my pants so hard. No, you're great, Zaid. Zaid, if you wanted to hop and call, it would literally make my entire day. You shit you shit your shoe. I shit my shoes. Well, if your job is a diaper tester, it's not.
Chat, don't tell Kate Hill I'm here.
Yay! Zaid, entertain them. I'm gonna text Asia for a minute.
Oh, wait, what?
Entertain chat.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my darling. Anyway.
Hasn't been. Oh, Zaid!
Hello. I have an angry customer service story, but I was gonna...
Dude, oh my goodness! It's the angry customer service stream! Do it!
Okay, sure.
Juice, have you worked in customer service? You better get in here if you have. Pig, if you've done this, you gotta get in here too. I need all hands on deck. It wasn't gonna be a thing before. You have? Okay, you need to get in here right now. Zaid, you start yours. Go on.
Okay, so yesterday,
Uh-huh.
this may be like, I've been yelled at like before, and that didn't make me as mad as what happened yesterday.
Oh shit.
So I have 2 orders.
Uh-huh.
I work in the to-go part of a Chili's.
Yes.
I have 2 orders that are ready to go out.
Welcome to Chili's.
Both of them check in. One's the DoorDash. I see the DoorDash guy come in.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, okay, he's gonna go use the restroom because he walked straight past me and headed over to the restroom.
Yeah.
So I leave the order there, right, on the counter in plain view.
Yeah.
And I go outside to deliver the other order that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm walking back inside, this asshole is walking outside without the bag or drink that I left for him.
Yeah.
And then he says the name of the order.
Yeah.
And just keeps walking to his car.
What do you mean? Okay. Oh.
So he walks past me, and he's like, Dave. And I'm like, excuse me, sir? It was in plain view.
The code word, Dave.
The Dave order was in plain view,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't pick it up? So I go inside, and
Yeah.
I like vent to my manager for a second. I'm like, I'm not going to take that out right away. He's going to have to wait a couple seconds, because fuck that. He could have made his day easy by just picking it up and treating me like a human being instead of like treating me like dirt. But by the time I go out to bring it out to the car, his SO is coming out of the car,
Uh-oh.
and she's coming in to pick it up.
It's wild that he brought his SO. I don't know how DoorDash works, but like,
I think she's the dasher,
Okay.
but he could have still helped her out.
Yeah. Well, okay, but if she's the dasher, then why did he come in, walk out, and say, Dave?
Well, he came in to use the restroom.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He could have just done that, and the girl could have gotten the order.
Yeah. I didn't know there was 2 of them. Otherwise, I would have just brought out the order to the car.
Yeah.
But it's like, first you pass me up.
It's very confusing already.
You basically say, go fetch. Go fetch that order that you conveniently put there for me that I walked past. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't want to go back in and get it. So you have to go do it. Like, could you be more of a douche?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I get it. I get what you're saying.
Maybe so mad.
Understandably. But,
Anyway.
Yes. I would like Zay to stay if he wants to. But also we do have Juice, who is currently muted but also has a story that they want to share.
Or Juice is just here for emotional support.
Or Juice, or Juice is just here. I'm okay with that. I was just, I thought they'd want to share. That or their
Sure.
Okay. Share.
I apologize.
You're
Hi.
good.
You're good.
So a few years ago,
Uh-huh.
I was working in the deli part of a supermarket, and it was a big supermarket. So the deli did the lunch meats and the hot food. So I had to do both of those things. This man comes in 6:30, I think, and we deli closed at 7. And
Uh-oh.
he's like, "All right." Yeah, he's like, "All right, I would like a large pizza and
Wait, Juice.
like 5." Hmm?
Real quick. Do you want, what's his, not MC Escher. Do you want Hammer Time pants or jeans on this guy? Because,
Hammer time pants.
fuck yeah. Okay, go on.
This guy comes in and he's like, "Okay, I need a large pizza and like 5 pounds of different meats and cheeses."
5 pounds of collective
Yeah.
meats and cheeses?
Not
Yeah.
on the pizza. I think they're separate.
Not on the pizza. It's like he wanted pizza and
That
then
no, that's
lunch meats. And
I
cheeses.
understood that, but it was still wild to consider.
And it was only me working.
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
good.
just me, but it was me working those stations together. And the other people were cleaning up because we close at fucking 7. So I was like, "Sir, first of all, none of us know how to make pizza. Second, I can get you the meat,
Sir,
but
this is
like,
a
it's
Wendy's."
gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while because none of the slicers are on because we cleaned them and put them away."
Oh, that's
And
the
he's
worst.
like, "Whatever." He's like, "Whatever. I'm getting a manager." I'm like, What do you mean you're getting
Like
a manager?"
immediately.
Immediately. Didn't even try to negotiate. He just leaves and says, "All right, I'm getting a manager." I was like, "What the fuck? All right, sure, fine, whatever." She comes back and is like, "So I know it's 6:40 at this point. I need you to make the pizza
Oh my
and get the
goodness.
meat by yourself." And it's like, "Excuse me? You want me to do? Huh? What?"
Repeat that?
So I'm there till 7:30 making the fucking pizza. This man is standing there staring at me, beating eyes, like he's just gonna wait 20 minutes for the pizza to be in the oven.
I realize
I'm
he's a serial
fucking-
killer because that's what he looks like right now.
He really is. He was like 6'5", and I'm terrified. I just want this guy to leave. I'm pissed. I want to go home. And then even after I get the pizza out, he's like, "That doesn't look great." I'm like,
I
give
would
me-
kick his ass. I'd be like,
I
we are
want it to.
past. We are. No, I wouldn't even hold back. I'd be like, we are past close. I'm not about to get in trouble for this.
I'd be like, "Sir, this is a grocery store, not a Domino's."
It's like, first of all, this is my first pizza I've ever made. You saw the manager come back in here.
Well, I
and
told
he's
you
gonna
we
do
didn't
it.
make pizza, and then also it's past closing, and you demanded one. So
Honestly. So I ended up staying there till like 8:30.
no,
Yeah.
JoJo the
Bleeding.
oddest. That's incredible. But anyway, go on.
All for this guy to get his fucking pizza in warm deli meats that I know were warm because he was holding them in his hand.
For
Like,
as I made the pizza,
yes, for the 30 minutes I was making the I was upset that day.
I was thinking of
I was
MC
pissed.
Hammer, by the way.
Yes, you were.
Those are. I need to look up what golden MC Hammer pants look like. What was it? Yeah.
I always hated it when people come in close to close when I was working at my other job. It's just the worst.
I mean, what was I thinking of? Like, I didn't work in front at my restaurant, but there were plenty of times where people were like, "Can we come in?" And the owner's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "Fuck you." But also like the one MC Escher pant. I honestly same. Nothing. I've always been like, these baggy ass pants look absolutely incredible. But
These baggy ass pants need to recurse on each other.
yeah.
And there you go. You have Escher pants.
But I was just thinking of, and then there'd be plenty of times where we'd have parties, and they're just there forever, and I guess they're just holding on to dirty dishes, and they're just like, no, I like it here. So then I have to stay till closing, which is great. But also, the actual customer service story was about to tell was the fact that on the same ride I was just talking about, Because again, for some fucking reason, this is the ride everyone loves to just get fucking wild on. There's like a dad and daughter duo on that ride, and there are 3 rules on that ride, and one of them is the one everyone really likes to break. And I see like both of them, like not just the daughter who you'd expect, but also like this 40-year-old man to break a rule that breaks a rule for children. I'm like, okay. So then I stop the ride and kick them out. And when I look at what their seat is, one of them has also tied one of the ropes like to the iron bar. And I was so tempted to be like, I think I should actually call security and see if they can just get kicked out. Because I just, this count as like sabotaging a ride or some shit after being an absolute fucking nozzle about this. Some people are just the worst. So
Absolutely.
first day I worked, someone, because you know it's a theme park, so it has its Disney Flash Pass, which doesn't exist anymore, thing where you get to skip lines if you pay something, right? And at one point, I'm working a different ride, and like there's a group of people on it, right? I turn around to see someone as the ride starts jumping over the exit line into the ride area, like the active machinery ride area. And like I yell at her, like I do yell this time, yell to be like, fucking, what rule did they I don't want to say, JoJo, because I don't want people like, I know this seems weird, but like, I mean, I'm pretty open about stuff on stream. And I just don't want people being like, I know where you worked. Like, amusement park in New Jersey already narrows it down pretty damn far. So I don't want to be like, also this specific ride. So, anyway. So I yell at her, and then she's like, I have the fast pass. I can skip the line. I'm like, not like that. Leave. Leave. So, people are fun. You never realize how much of a wild animal people are until you work customer service.
Yeah.
And they can't follow basic instructions.
Or they want things before they go put in a bad review on Yelp.
Yeah. I'm leaving a bad review on Yelp. So? I don't fucking own the business.
I mean, I got fired over a single bad review at one of my jobs.
That's... Hey, Zay, is that business still open?
It is still open.
It's wild they are, because it sounds like they're just throwing people away. So...
Well, we did close the store early against the wishes of the district manager. But...
Oh, well, that's different. That's not a bad review on Yelp. That's you.
But, to be fair, we had made our sales for the day. No one came in after that except for the one guy who did the bad Yelp review. And we still did all the online orders because we couldn't turn those off.
Gotcha.
So...
I mean, no.
And we asked him, like, we were short, like, 4 people.
Hey.
Can you please shut down? And he was like, well, I'd get fired. The district manager. And I'm like,
to be you.
There's no way you would get fired. You're the district manager. So I'm going to close the store instead.
And then you got fired because he decided he wouldn't get fired.
All the staff, all the 4 people who were there got fired.
That's incredible.
3 of the 4.
That's incredibly stupid. That's even stupider. I can't believe...
The people who showed up for work got fired instead of the people who didn't show up, which caused the problem in the first place. Not that I wanted them to be fired either, but...
No, they didn't show up for work. There's a point where it's like, well, you've screwed this business over pretty damn hard, so... But I
like my fellow people working the same job as me. Usually, so.
I mean, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna even endanger. It's more so I don't want to lose my job if people are like, Cahill works here, quickly. Send them Cashew pictures.
It's the Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where.
But yeah, sure. Let's go with that. See, this is the thing. I would take that tone whether I work there or not. So
yeah, exactly.
Would do what? No, you never fucking know. But yeah. So, I mean, one of the my first problem, if I'm being honest, my first problem today was a coworker because she wasn't really doing her job, And also, she didn't have the greatest attitude. It was like, you're doing amazing, sweetie. We love we love Go Queen, give us nothing. So I was just like, because I don't know. I'm not, because that's the thing, right? I'm not even like, let's all be fucking Disney. Let's brainwash you into having a smile 24/7. But at the same time, it's kind of a thing of like, no one wants to be here. But, you know.
That's most jobs that
exactly
no one wants to be there.
But there's a degree in which you kind of have to fake it, because otherwise it's just sad. It's just sad.
Don't fake it.
Yeah, exactly.
Act your wage.
Well, yes. Still, I don't know.
To be fair, the one of the people who were out was because she was sick, but she did pick up 2 shifts before she got sick. So,
yeah.
So she was the morning shift and the night shift.
Well, I feel like firing an entire shift of people over one bad Yelp review is still the dumbest managerial position I've ever heard. So,
yeah. Well, it wasn't the manager; it was the company who fired him.
Still,
like literally, the manager would have not fired me.
Was it a big company?
Yeah, it's a fairly big company.
Is it Amazon?
Domino's?
Domino?
Oh.
Papa
No.
John's?
I mean, I don't care. It was my pizza.
No, okay. But I've never heard of that.
place.
I've never heard of that before.
Pizza's nasty anyway.
I love their pizza out there. I eat it every day. But
But that is in Jersey.
they're everywhere.
I've never seen one, actually. I know Boston Pizza. I know Pizza Hut. I know the Pizza Man. I just know the Pizza Man.
Just have no job, no money. If only I could, JoJo. If only I could.
Mood. I mean, that's what... Okay, guys, can I ask my honest opinion of Respect It Friend and Streamer Friend? Those are 2 separate categories.
Yes.
Do you think there's any possibility I could ever reach partner in, like, let's say 5 years? Let's say I stream for 5 more years. Do you think I could reach partner in that time?
I think so.
Do you think it's like within like a 50-50, right? You know what like it's not like a 10 or 1% chance, it's a like let's say 20% chance.
I mean, it all depends on just how much you push at it, I think.
That's fair. Cuz I'm not trying to be like I'm going to be a streamer, but at the same time, do you know how fucking great this would be as a job? To just do art and talk shit about things.
Yeah.
Have you paid the Pizza Man's any favor? I pay the Pizza Man in riddles, because that's all he'll take. If I can give him he lives in the sewer grate next to my house, and if I can give him a riddle he can't solve, he gives me pizza. He's pretty.
Oh, you know
cool.
the worst thing I've ever had to do for a job?
What's that?
So at my first pizza
This
place
could
that
go
I
in a
worked at-
very R-rated direction, Zayd.
No,
Please continue.
But it can't with me.
that is. I'm just imagining. Zayd is like, "What's this couch for? There's a weird place you guys got here."
Why is there a camera over there?
Yeah, what's what happened? Why you got so much lotion? What's happening? What job is this again?
No, it was for my first pizza job. Shortly after they were promoting me to like a shift manager, they're like, "Here, go put flyers in this neighborhood you've never been to before on the doors."
Oh my lord!
And I didn't realize at the time. Like, I mean, it felt awkward to me at the time, but
It
I didn't
is.
realize at the time how dangerous in Texas it is to walk up to people's doors
You're not wrong.
and put a flyer, like stick it in between the crack of the door and the wall where it hits.
Well,
you know?
okay,
And the jam.
but Zayd, I was going to make a joke about this, but then you brought up that it was in Texas, so now it's not a joke. It's just
It's just the truth.
Well, no. Not about.
Okay.
It's a different thing. The thing you do to save your ass with this, is you put on like you put for jeans, definitely blue jeans, and like a buttoned-up shirt, and you wear a cross, and you have you keep the sheets in a Bible, and you walk up to the door, and they won't answer the door, but you'll get away with it. So.
Well, in Texas they might answer.
Okay, but wouldn't the people? I feel like the only people who would answer the door for that are people who are already Christian or something.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
So why are you You have it. Why are you buying the same thing on Amazon twice? You own it.
Well, they're just there to open the door and tell you you're doing like God's work
Yeah.
if you do it that way.
Oh my God. Why do me and Zay
I would never do that though.
specifically talk about God so much on our when we call
You bring it up.
Well,
I'm
no,
just
but
saying.
you brought up Texas and going door to door, and the only thing I think people get away with in going door to door, like decently harm free, is missionaries and stuff.
The
Like,
fact that you didn't go to Girl Scout cookies first is just.
oh, Zay, you're passing as a Girl Scout cookie. You're again Texas. I think
Yeah, that's fair,
you'd
that's
be
fair.
more in danger.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're a grown man with a beard. You could get away with it. Like, I'm a youth pastor of pizza. I'm a youth pizza.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
You mean the church, right?
Yeah.
The church, right?
I love how the thing. I love how I'm like, guys, I'll start doing. I'm gonna really start reaching for a higher average viewership, and then one of the first things I do on the stream, not first things on the stream, but my first stream saying that, is us going into one of the most alienating topics on the internet. So,
I mean, you could just drop it.
I could just drop it. Drop this ass directly onto someone's lap, not Zade's. He wouldn't appreciate that.
Well, no, I wouldn't appreciate it. But if it was a crowded vehicle, I don't mind someone sitting on my lap.
Mm. What if I put my hands around your neck?
Out of vehicle, just get in the trunk.
I would. Honestly, I
You know
would.
how many? We stored so many girls in trunks to go to parties.
Oh my good juice! You can't say that.
We did. We did though.
I have a certain lesbian friend.
Oh God.
Okay, no one could guess who it is, and they have said things along the line of what Juice just said, basically, and like I'm just gonna they'll say something like I'm just gonna pick up. At this point, I'm just gonna grab this girl, something like as a joke, obviously. And I'm like, you need to understand. I don't need you saying that, because if I said something like that, which I wouldn't, I would go to prison for good reason. Because, and I mean, Juice did just say we're putting girls in trunks. So,
I have a trunk story, I guess, too.
oh my lord. Okay, go on.
Story?
Trunk story. That,
Well, because it's short like Juice's, but one time I was transporting a microwave that someone gave me from their their rented apartment they had at college, and it just was in the back seat, in the trunk, and then I had to move around more than the 4 or 5 people my car could fit, and one of my friends was like, "I got the trunk." And I was like, "You sure?" He's like, "I'm already getting in the trunk." And I'm like, "Okay," and he just sat on the microwave the entire time.
oh, well, it was probably a comfortable microwave. Was I just thinking of? It was Cole just made me remember. Do y'all know who one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters is?
Is it trunks?
It's Trunks.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I can't believe it took. They managed to get through 3 underwear themed characters, Bulma, Dr. Briefs, and Trunks, before that backfired on them, which is Bulma and Vegeta's child, who was originally named Bra. Because if children look up Bra on the internet, they probably won't find the Dragon Ball Z character.
Doesn't that add an H to the end of it, and then it becomes bruh?
No, well, I don't think. Well, it's Dragon Ball Z, and it was the '90s. Zay, they're not gonna be watching subs. I'm sorry, bro. Actually, I think that is still what they call her. Oh, I see our people in underwear. That is upsetting, Cole. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I had to name a character after underwear, you'd think that would be the first thing that happens. It's like, oh no, the Google searches are awful. But no, they got away with it for 3 characters. And then it backfired, all of them. With the baby.
The baby.
With the baby. The baby who should be able to go Super Saiyan. Sometimes they've never actually, I guess GT, but I haven't watched much of GT. I've never actually really gone to a time period where it would make sense for Bra to be like Super Saiyan. Like she's either a very tiny baby or she is like, or it's like very far in the future. It's one or the other. So Pan I can accept can't go Super Saiyan because she's like 3 generations down. Is Super Saiyan just a dominant gene? I'm talking about the Dragon Ball.
You would think it would be a dominant gene. It is a survival thing. Like
that is true. You would think, because correct me if I'm wrong, but Saiyans and humans are decently similar genetic-wise, right? They have to be, because not only do they look
similar.
Yeah, they look similar and also can reproduce together.
Then yeah, they do have to be very close. Yeah.
And Saiyans are literally bred to survive. That is what makes them what they are. They are an alien race bred to fight and survive for their entire lives. And yet, when they breed with the human, those genes aren't dominant. They are half and half. They are diluted, which is interesting.
Well, but I mean, there's it just goes back to the whole little like Mendelbrot thing.
Yeah, but
saying his name all wrong.
Well, okay, wouldn't that, if I'm understanding it, okay, well, first off, wouldn't that still make it that dominant genes?
Or their dominant genes are like a 75% chance.
75% chance?
Or like 60s. I don't remember exactly how it works. It depends on the gene too, but like,
I don't
yeah.
know. I'm just saying. Like, I can accept, like, they're a little human, but I feel like, also, I mean, I have just a fan theory that, like, half human, half Saiyan is, like, one of the, like, it is one of the strongest possible combinations, because, like, the 2 examples we have are Gohan and Trunks, who are both incredibly strong, so. And Goten. But Goten never really fights seriously, so.
And they're both human Saiyan.
Yeah, exactly.
Babies. Yeah.
Baby. The baby. Oh my goodness. How has your day been, Zaid?
Oh, I just I did some errands. I bought pants because my current work pair have a hole in the crotch that I've just been wearing, and you know, no one sees it because it's in a place where you don't look.
You love to see it. you love to see it.
But I got to the point where I was like, I don't want this hole to get like too much bigger, so I'm just gonna get a new pair. I'm gonna get 2 new pairs of pants, and turns out Levi's had a sale. So
heck yeah. Zayd's day has gone better than mine. I love to hear.
And
this.
I went to Target.
The whole.
And I was like, hey, can you price match with JCPenney, who is price matching the Levi's site?
Yeah.
I was like, and they're like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And they're like, well, this one's already like, and he quoted me a price even lower than the sale, and I was like, I'm not going to argue with you. I know you're wrong. I hate to steal $10 from Target, but you know what?
But I will steal $10 from Target, actually.
Hey, as long as it, you know,
Juice, how
is on their fault and not on my fault, you know.
And this when I was timed it. Be timed out. Okay. I'm just, Greg, you're not wrong. But at the same time, as stupid as I'm making it sound, Akira Toriyama put no thought into it. Because he's Akira Toriyama, and he made one of the greatest mangas of all time by flying by the seat of his pants. So, like, Akira Toriyama took 5 seconds to think about each chapter of Dragon Ball, and it just happened to work out fantastically. And we could all hope to be so lucky. But, I'm just fresh, because I mean, like, it's not like we have a lot of Saiyans running around. So, as much as it seems like that's not the case in Dragon Ball, they are in the single digits.
I also didn't help Greg because I'm also not knowledgeable about these things super much.
I only ever learned the Punnett Square. So, anyway. Greg! I mean, not Greg. Juice! How has your day been? Juice is silent. They hate me.
I'm not. Wait.
You hate me.
I
You hate me.
you.
I think Cahill's impatient.
I'm impatient.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Cahill's impatient.
Yeah. I have a horrible symptom, which is called being an asshole.
Untrue.
So how was your day, Juice?
I got work done, basically.
Sick. Are you proud of
good.
the work you got done?
So anyway,
Oh, jeez.
it's done. I'm going to get a grade for it.
That's fine. It being done is a good thing.
Go crazy with the space, but I would like at least Ganymede and Europa in the background. If you want to slide Callisto in there, go off. As for, usually the head is just the satellite, but kind of small, so it fits on a human body.
Oh,
I like big, thick, juicy man cheeks. Juice, when did you send me this?
Wait, what?
When did you send me? Well, I'm reading the details of your commission right here, and then right below that, in all caps, in Arial bold font, it says, "I like big, juicy man cheeks."
Well, I didn't say that, but like you already knew.
but we've been new. I'm not gonna make any like. I have one Kirby emote, and it's a follower emote, and it's just his face. I'm not gonna make any more, but man, I love the image of Kirby with a butt, and he's turned around and it just says, "Why is everyone so mean to me?" And I wish that could be my emote, but I'm not gonna just take that. Yeah, that one, Zayd. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Zayd is a VIP for a reason. He does hold the world record in Isaac, Binding of Isaac.
Oh yes, I'm sure I hold a world record in Isaac.
Yes. And also he's Nito. Anyway, I need to. Well, actually, I don't really need to look up because I figured I wouldn't do. Well, I. Drawing it. Oh, go on.
Juice, did you just click the one, the row above this one, or?
No, I don't have a sub today.
Oh. Isn't that a sub vote?
Yeah,
Okay, so you got it via channel points.
yeah,
Gotcha.
Juice is smart. I've said this many times.
I'm not.
Juice, which is the biggest of these moons you've sent me?
I want to say it's Europa.
Okay.
Ganymede's bigger if that was one of the ones listed. I'm pretty.
Damn it, it is.
Okay. Wait.
Europa's just cool because it could have a liquid ocean beneath the surface.
Jupiter is named after Zeus because it just has so many fucking kids. Couldn't keep it in its pants.
Jupiter is not named after Zeus; it's named after Jupiter, though they are basically the same god. But just anyway.
You know what, Zayd? If I want him to be corrected, I go visit my mom. Anyway. What was I just thinking of? JoJo, was that a JoJo reference? It probably was.
Oh, Ganymede is way bigger.
Ganymede is
Yeah.
way bigger.
I'm looking at the scales now.
Yeah, but
it's like 1600 to Europa's 900.
yeah, but Europa's the one I care about because I want to take a drill sub there.
I think anyone who's interested in potential aquatic aliens wants to take a drill sub to Europa.
Yeah, well, then why haven't we done it so far?
I don't know. Maybe we don't have a good idea of what kind of drill we need. I don't know.
No, fucking Elon Musk is a moron who sent a expensive fucking car to space, and he could have sent a drill sub filled with people who would have been dead when they got there, but it still would have been filled with people. So
that's I don't know what kind of argument.
what? That it would be cool to send people into space even if they end up pretty dead when they get there. Which
Well,
one?
as long as they have a child and the child can somehow sustain itself.
Callisto.
You have a generational ship.
I feel like that. I've thought like. I think. I don't even remember if this is the exact experiment I thought of. It might be. But okay, I do think it is because like so you know how we don't feel Earth moving and stuff.
Due to, yeah.
Okay. So
I don't want to say anything because I'm gonna feel dumb if I get it wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand that. You're like due to, and it's like no, don't Zay, don't try it. Anyway, what was I thinking of? Okay, so I believe I've thought of this experiment before, where it's like, so if someone lived their entire life on a train that was moving in a very fast circle on Earth, and never slowed or varied in its speed, would they be able to, like, and no windows, would they be able to, like, you know, would they process that, or would they not even recognize it's moving? Would they assume it's standing completely still? And then I was like, well, then you would have to have a child born and raised on there, and that's unethical science, because you shouldn't condemn most of someone's life to being raised inside of a train just to figure out how the inner ear works. And I feel like it's kind of the same thing with space travel with that, you know, where it's like, okay, I guess we're just gonna let everyone die on this spaceship, and also have children that will also probably die on this spaceship, and eventually someone's gonna reach an alien planet.
I mean, that is just the concept behind generation ships.
Yeah. Well, I think those are dumb. I think we could do better. I think those should be a last resort, in case the sun explodes, but it probably never will.
I mean, we don't have a reliable way to break the speed of light, so that's probably the only way we're going to get to an alien planet. We only have hypothetical and theoretical ways of breaking the speed of light, so...
Also, what was I just thinking of? Damn it. Pig says he loves that about me, and I don't. More unethical science. What was I just thinking of?
I love unethical science.
Unethical science. I don't know. Space travel, yada, yada, yada. I would love to go to Europa. I mean, I'd love to go... I mean, I love Alien Isolation, and that's basically just set on Jupiter, which is great. Well, not on Jupiter, next to Jupiter. But, you know how it is. I do like me some space. Some space.
Space!
Space! What I've been able to reach 99% of light speed. That's pretty good, unless you're traveling. Well, let's see.
Well, you can't reach 100%
No.
for reasons.
I mean, isn't that technically a theory? The idea, like, if something goes light speed, its mass would have to, you know, blah
Its
blah
mass
blah,
would be 0.
or something like that. Yeah.
Or
Well,
and to go faster, its mass would be negative.
Juice is here, and they're a science person. Answer this for me, Juice.
Wait. I am not good at physics.
Okay.
Do I know quantum? Yes. Do I want to talk about it? No.
Isn't this like one of the basis? Isn't this like relativity and everything? Isn't this one of like the? Isn't this like baby's beginner physics, light speed
Yes.
and everything? Okay.
To go
Well,
the speed
it
of light,
is.
it would need to have 0 mass.
Well,
yes.
I was about to ask. Isn't the I don't this again? This is a segment we should start naming, which is Cahill guesses at science. But I believe at one point I heard it said that, like, if you try to approach light speed in a physical craft and got 100% light speed, it would turn to energy because of the way mass and speed and everything works. Is that correct or no?
I don't think that is accurate, but I don't know.
Okay.
Because just because you're going at the speed of light doesn't mean you are light.
Physics
In
sucks
that instance,
when I carry too many things. That is true. We all...
is my assumption, but that's
So-
an assumption.
What was I thinking? My brain is so fried. I need to... Should I even stream? I don't want to That's the thing, right? Because I'm also going to visit Deja this week. They're away at a place. Undisclosed location. I locked them in a cellar. And I was thinking about...
Cahill saying he can't say things like that on stream says things like that on stream.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Anyway. And I was thinking about spending the night so we could drink, you know, really get party crazy. But the problem is, the day that I would be available, well, they would be available for that. I'm fucking a bum, so I don't... And I'm fucking a bum. So I don't have a very busy schedule. Like, it would be Thursday night. And I stream Thursday night. And I didn't want to cancel stream because I'm trying to be a good streamer boy. And canceling streams isn't what good streamer boys do. And I took a whole week off last week. So, you fucking a bum.
I mean, good streamer boys take care of their mental health.
That is,
so-
well, I don't think that's going to take... Zayd, I don't think alcoholism is going to take care of my mental health, if I'm being real
Well,
with
no.
you.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That's what you think.
That's what you believe. Juice is a scientist, and here, Juice is one of the 9 scientists who recommended smoking in the 50s, and that's why they go by
Yeah.
Juice now and not in previous name, Doctor Bad Lungs,
Dr. Cigarillo.
Doctor, the cool cigarette person.
Yo, isn't it crazy that the 80s are like 40 years ago?
No, because I wasn't
Shut
alive
the fuck
then.
up.
Shut up. Shut up about the passing of time. Do
Uh,
you guys... Okay, let me ask you something. Do you guys think we're in hell?
Yes.
Do you think the world ended in 2012 and we're all just in
No.
a afterlife that's progressively getting more weird as it goes on? I feel like nothing's been real after that. Like, at first it started kind of stable and then things got real wacky. You know what I mean? Things got nuts. I've seen that passed around. So...
well, I mean, the beginning of each decade, each century has some sort of crazy shit happen.
Yeah, but aren't we past the beginning of each century? I mean, of this
No.
century?
I mean, they still count World War II as the beginning of last century, so...
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the first half?
The first third or quarter,
Okay.
depending on the definition, yeah. Around then.
I mean, generations are stupid. That's all I'll say. I don't think there... Nothing about generations is just like... It's not concrete, and it's never used as like a... I feel like it's never used as like a... Let's all come together about this thing. It's purposely used to exclude other people and divide
I mean,
people.
a lot of labels are kind of do that sometimes.
That is fair, but still.
Not that all labels are
Gener-
bad, but a lot of
generation-
labels have a-
Generations is the stupidest, silliest one, personally speaking. It's very just nonsensical. And I vote if we destroy them. Generations. I vote we all stop having kids.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I agree, sure.
And
Concur.
the last human goes out saying poggers.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I
but
think they should. Well, what else are they gonna say? What would... Okay, guys. What if scenario? What if you were the last human on Earth and you're like, I'm so fucking old. I'm dying. What would your last words be? You're the last person on Earth. Would you go out silently? Would you have something you'd say?
Well, I don't talk to myself, so it would be silent.
Okay. I'd wiki
I
talk to
do
myself.
talk to myself occasionally,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I knew without a doubt I was the last person on Earth, I'd probably be writing down a lot of shit.
Okay,
Like,
but you're
trying to get a
no.
lot of stuff together.
no. But you don't have the.
But my
that-
final words.
Yes,
my final
you
words.
are on your deathbed. You cannot write. You say something.
It'd probably just be the F word.
That's fair. I would.
Like,
I would say the aristocrats, and then I would die.
no, you have to say the aristocrat.
The aristocrats.
And if some alien just happens to hear, they're like, "What?" We decipher their language, but I don't understand this reference.
Saved us from the apocalypse. Did he die in 2012? Is Macho Man Randy Savage alive?
I think he is.
Oh yeah, brother. Macho
thought he was.
Man. The
Man.
cream of the crop. He just put I've seen one. I've never watched wrestling. I've seen one clip of Macho Man Randy Savage. I adore him.
Died
No, that makes me sad.
in 2011.
Oh,
It did.
that wasn't when the world was supposed to end. I can't believe, like, I have anxiety about a lot of things, right? I should find the person who said the Mayan calendar thing, and I should kick their ass. Because that was the first, like, anxiety I had as a kid. Was the idea that the world was going to end. And that constantly freaked me out. Because...
I mean, if you,
No,
sorry.
no, you go on.
you're in the middle of a story.
I'm not. I'm saying stupid shit. You say a thing. You continue it.
I mean, mine was just to make anyone who feels that way feel better. Is Kurtz Kazad's video of the last human is a very good video to put stuff in perspective for how
Yeah.
long the human race will probably still exist for.
Hmm.
And by the way, it's like a million years plus. Like,
Uh,
That's a long time.
And that's still like a blip in like the astronomical time scale, but that's humanity for you.
Well, that's good.
So.
Well, that's kind of. I know everyone's about to be like, Cahill, don't ask for permission. It's your fucking stream. But listen, I want to know if people are actually going to care if I say stuff about this. Can I talk about my comic real quick in relation to this?
Of course.
Okay. But that's like something that I think about in with Alex and the man who can't do anything, because like Alex is like, you know, super strong and he can do anything, right? He is what many people would consider a god. But he's still like, yeah, I'm lonely though, because the universe is bigger than me. It's pretty fucking, like, you know? Because everyone's like, we don't matter in the grand scheme of the universe. And I was like, nothing matters in the grand scheme of the universe. Doesn't matter how big or small it is, or how long it lasts. Like, the universe is so big and will go on for so long that nothing really affects anything. So, arguably, I kind of learned that from Mr. Fantastic in Age of Ultron. Because that was his last message to his kids. He was like, I don't believe in God, but I think if nothing we do matters, then everything we do matters. Okay? Okay, bye kids, be good. Be good in space. Bye, son. Futility. Oh my goodness! Call! Where did you even get that? Futility doesn't make... But it's not futility. Because, like... Anything you do matters as much as, like, the sun. Because next to each other, you're basically around for the same amount of time. In the scheme of the universe. In the cosmic calendar. Like a day. A week at best. So.
I don't know if that's... I mean... Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
size-wise, you and the sun aren't too different compared to the size of the universe.
I've thought about that before. Because, like, we see, like, atoms and... Do we... Is it that we... Juice, I have more science questions. It's physics, I'm sorry. Do we think quarks are the smallest thing possible, or is just they're the smallest thing we know about?
I don't think anyone's going to definitively say that we found the smallest thing so far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, go
No,
on.
but like it's the smallest thing we do have so far.
Okay.
Yeah,
We do
it's the
think
smallest
we can
thing we
go
know about.
smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Because, like, think about how small an atom is. And it's also made up of other things, which are also made up of other things. And then we don't know if there's anything besides that, but there could be. And, like, that's so small compared to you. But then there's, like, the biggest black hole, which is, like, the biggest singular object in the universe. And that's so big compared to you. And for all anyone cares, we're basically just smack dab in the middle. Because the scale gets thrown out the window at some point. Size really doesn't matter. And that's a penis joke for you. Fantastic. We did it! We made a penis joke about science!
There's the...
No, go on.
Sorry.
No.
There's the theory about prions, which are supposed to be what makes up quarks.
No, okay. I don't know that because I'm dumb.
I just looked it up on
Oh, okay. I googled
on the
it.
internet.
So I googled it, so I'm not going to tell you because I don't know. I'm
The internet of things.
the internet of things. The internet.
But I think it's just a conceived thing. I don't know. I don't know
Don't let him
how
fool
accurate
you.
it is.
Listen. Your size doesn't rule out possibilities in the bedroom. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
the universe is recursive, where like the stars are basically
Oh, yeah.
the quarks and prions of the next layer, and
I'm not sure if I completely believe that. Like, I'd need, like, a real... Because I've only ever seen that... Like, my idea of the multiverse is fiction, right? And I've only ever seen that kind of idea presented in fiction. So I'd need, like, someone to actually break down how that could be, you know, a reality and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
it's just scale is like, it's such an inconceivable thing. So
That
it's
is
like,
true.
It's theoretically possible that like the entirety of the universe is just another organism above us.
Well,
You know?
would that... Well, I mean, that's Marvel. Marvel has infinity. Is it... No, he's eternity. His sister's Infinity. I'm not even making that. That's not a joke. Everything is one living organism named Eternity, and he has a sister named Infinity. Anyway, but I was just gonna say, like, I feel like the thing I'd have to get around, and like, don't get me wrong, this by itself is not the most unreasonable idea for me, but it would just need to be, it would be like the first thing I'd need proven before I accept that we're part of something bigger, which is the idea that there's like a wall around the universe. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not a wall, but there's like what is around the universe, right?
Exactly.
Like,
we have the observable universe, but that's probably not all of it. That's just what we know about. So.
Yeah, but does the universe have an edge? And if it does, it's probably just nothingness. But can it be nothingness? Truly?
Zaid, Juice has the pup in their lap. You need to go get Rummy. I am two lurkers now, apparently. Ever seen?
Hello, Max, the two lurkers.
Hello, Max 2.
Lurkers.
Max, would your second channel be named Max 2? Max 2, the Maxening?
Well, Max's second channel would be Max 1.
No, shut up. That's dumb. No, shut up. The thing you said was stupid. Listen to me now. I want to do it. I want to get a TED Talk. I want to get a TED Talk so I can say stupid shit in a turtleneck and people applaud me for it. I want to get a TED Talk
on Twitch.
Yeah, but I don't wear a turtleneck and it doesn't say TED behind. Wait. No.
I mean, you could technically do all that. I'm not sure about copyright laws and impersonating a TED Talk. But...
No, I need to actually be on the. No, you don't understand. You don't understand the sick satisfaction I want to gain from this. I want it to be on the TED Talk channel, official and everything. And they hire me to do a TED Talk, and I make it really stupid, and I pay people to applaud for me. I don't pay people to applaud for me now, they just make fun of me. So.
I mean, that's the thing, Jojo, we have absolutely no idea. Like, we have no idea.
So, are we just parasites in this? I mean, I feel like parasite. No, we wouldn't be parasites, because if we're making...
We would be the prions and quarks of... Yeah.
I mean, you say that, but in terms of relationship between living things, it'd be symbiosis, because we need that thing to survive, and it needs us to survive, theoretically.
Yeah.
I don't know how it feels to get an atom torn from you, but it probably not great.
Can actually happen.
Can it? How does that go? How does that feel?
I think it can cause, like... Fuck, I can't remember. Maybe that's...
It can cause fuck? Finally!
No, mutations occur...
We found the fuck!
Because there's these particles constantly... Cosmic radiation.
Can't believe an ace scientist found the fuck.
Is that what it is that I'm thinking of?
Well, I know all about cosmic radiation.
Cosmic rays?
Yeah. Okay, so in the 1960s...
yeah. No.
Zayd, I can actually take it from here. So in the 1960s, a family of four, a husband, a wife, her brother, and their family friend, traveled into space, and their ship got hit by cosmic rays. And when they came back, they found they were pretty severely mutated.
Jesus.
You know what, Zayd? You know
I knew where you were going. I'm sorry.
Zayd, shut up. Look at what look at what the channel's named. You tell me what the channel's named. I can do that all I want.
You looped it back around to the name.
No. I mean, on it.
I don't like when mom and dad fight.
What was the thing, it wasn't. I feel like, honestly, saying, like, cosmic rays is, like, enough of a, like, that could be fucking any, like, something weird hit them in space. They have superpowers now, right? That could be anything. I feel like every science fiction needs a part where it's like, okay, that is theoretically scientifically possible because we don't know, like, the exact details of what, what happened and everything. So therefore we can't actually be like, no, that's not how that works. But, like, then you have the Hulk, where it's like, I blasted myself with gamma radiation, and everyone's just like, that would kill you. That is not scientific. That's not what gamma rays do. And you would die. So. I think in one of the new Hulk series, which is great, it's called Immortal Hulk. It's confirmed that Hulk is from Hell and the gamma ray, and that basically he was unleashed from the gamma rays because otherwise Bruce Banner would have died, which is stupid and a cop out, but okay. Let me know how it goes, Max. I might watch Breaking Bad one day. I'd rather watch Better Call Saul. I've said this on stream before. Oh my.
Don't you need to watch both for the context?
I don't think so. I don't believe so. I'll watch you for the context, Zaid.
I have no context.
Then how were you created?
Uncontextually.
Incontextually.
Did you just spawn?
Perhaps.
You just popped in.
Yeah. Zaid hopped in the server. We're all just living with him.
Join the Discord server of the real world.
Of life. God has banned me from the Discord server. I posted lewd on main.
Come on, you know you're not supposed to post loot in general.
Yeah, well, I did it anyway.
I was trying to look up cosmic ray stuff. I feel like I've heard stories about like a single atom or molecule being like knocked out of a person.
Does it make them stretchy?
No.
Hello?
Oh, is someone getting murdered?
No.
Zaid, tell me if I shouldn't say this as your friend and as a streamer. Sometimes
You
your
shouldn't
wife...
say this.
Okay.
No, go ahead, guys.
Sometimes your wife makes noises that concern me. Sometimes we're in a call, and I'll hear her behind
I mean,
you.
she's on the other side of the apartment.
I
so-
know. Well, that's even... Zaid, that's not better. Because I
I can see
hear...
her though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you made it sound far. I don't know what your
Yeah.
apartment looks like, Zaid, so I cannot visualize. Because if you were like, she's on the other side of the house, I'd be like, that's so far, Zaid. Okay, there she goes again. Can you tell her I say hi? Or she do
Sure.
her so? Okay.
Well, she's playing a video game.
Oh, okay. Damn.
She's playing
Send her
Valorant.
a text.
She's
That's
not
probably
watching.
why she's calling.
She's not.
playing Valorant?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've lost respect.
Damn. She's not.
She has friends who got her into Valorant, so she's playing Valorant.
She's not watching Cahill Comics on Twitch.tv.
You know,
Completely unacceptable.
she doesn't watch that much Twitch.
That is fair. Yeah.
Except for Valorant.
Except for now I've lost respect for her. Actually, you have all of Twitch, and you only watch competitive Valorant. That's unfortunate. Is that why he has weird
I might be
powers now?
oversimplifying for comedic effect. Anyway,
Cole, are you asking about my character or Mr. Fantastic? Because Mr. Fantastic has powers because of cosmic rays, and I don't think that's changed. See, that's the thing. Like, I kind of get why they would need to change Hulk, because it's like Hulk is basically like saying, I got shot with a bullet and now I have superpowers. It's like, no, probably not. I don't actually think that's what would happen if that happened. But at the same time, I don't like it when it's like, no, it wasn't an accident. You were chosen.
I mean, to be fair, if you were invincible and you never knew it, and then you got shot by a bullet,
That is
and
fair.
suddenly,
I mean,
yeah.
but that's Superman. That's different.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about the other day? I know I think about Superman a lot. I know everyone knows I think about Superman a lot. Listen, I think about Superman. I'm sure it's been retconned, but what the fuck in DC hasn't been retconned?
Well, literally everything was retconned at one point, so yeah.
Yes. Not Marvel. I actually heard that Marvel is officially the longest running story in human history, starting with like Namor and Captain America in the 30s and 40s.
Okay.
But anyway, which is why I like it more than DC in a lot of comic areas. But anyway, in the original issue of Superman, where he couldn't fly, he could jump very high, right? They specifically compare him to a grasshopper, like the idea that he can lift and jump high. Hello. He can lift and jump things very high because, like, because insects can do that in our world, right? And that made me think, is Superman's leg muscles comparable to, like, a grasshopper's leg? You know what I'm saying? Like, the same mechanics, allowing him to leap as far as he does?
Or like that one guy in. Never mind.
Which one? No. No, say it. I say stupid things all the time.
Hey, I wanted to make a timely JoJo reference, but I don't know if everyone's watched the latest season of Stone Ocean. So.
Damn. I do need to
And I
catch
say
up.
latest of season because there's a third season apparently.
That's weird. It's wild because, like, they're already parts, so now it's like part 6, season 3. It's like, oh, well then.
Yeah.
And also, doesn't Stone Ocean take place in like a week? So there's a
I
long
have no
fucking
idea.
week. I know.
I've only watched the show, so I have no sense of time.
Stone ball, steel balls, balls.
Balls.
That is actually going to be. I feel like that's going to be like. I feel like the knee jerk reaction is no. Of course they won't do that, but they could. Like, other and even like better anime have stopped for less, but Steel Ball Run Part 7 is decently disconnected from the rest of the series for a reason which I will not explain.
I know.
You know? Okay. Well, so you know the spoiler, but you don't.
Yeah.
But you just don't know the specific context of the spoiler I was asking about. Anyway.
Yes. Look, I know the context for why everything changes
Yes.
in the next one, but I don't.
But
I don't know.
But that's what
beyond that.
that's what I'm saying. They could just be like, okay, we're done JoJo now. Like, yeah, it's big, but we don't care. We're done. No more.
Well, apparently the studio's already started working on Steel Ball Run.
Horses! I can't wait for them to animate many horses. I can't wait for the stand Aya, which is based off the song Aya. Aya. Talk about. Yeah. Do you want to know what it does?
Sure.
It raises your probability in something. So, if you can, so like it will encourage you. Like, it's a little guy who sits on your shoulder, and he says "Aya," and no, I'm not. I'm joking about that part, but the rest is real. I needed that to be clear. And he will whisper encouraging things into your ear, and that will raise your probability in whatever you're attempting to do, to make it more likely to win. So.
Is this because the outcast is short?
What? I don't know.
Is this because the outcast is
I'm
short?
not sure. Let me specifically show you the picture of this stand. Also, have they? I think it does start in part 6. Someone else could tell me. But like where Iraqi starts changing the names beforehand to avoid American copyright. So, like, for example, in Stone Ocean specifically, which is why I bring it up, Foo Fighters is just FF.
Well, it just gets shortened. Like,
Yeah.
in the American version, they just never mention that it's Foo Fighters.
Yes, but the main
Always FF.
But the main stand in part 8
English.
is soft and wet, which is one word connected by an ampersand, which is based off the Prince song Soft and Wet, which is 3 separate words, and they were able to get around copyright in English versions because it is one word with an ampersand and not just the title the way it's spelled.
Well, one of the upcoming stands, they did the laziest fix for English.
Which is what?
Limp Bizkit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I said
Instead of biscuit. But every time they say it in English, it just sounds like Limp Bizkit. So it's like.
So, I mean, I think that's part of the point.
Yeah.
Zaid. Zadathan, my dear
Yes.
Zaid.
Yes.
Juice, how is this?
Not,
What?
this is not helping JoJo's case for me.
Damn. It does look like he has cum on his head. Now that I look at it. What is that on his head?
What are we looking at?
I'll send Zaid the picture.
Oh God.
When's the last
I
time
don't like it.
you don't like it? I
don't
like
want
soft.
it.
Soft and wet is a like I'll be honest. I'm not up to date on JoJo. I love Soft and Wet's design and its ability, and its shovel.
That's an interesting.
That's an
Yeah.
interesting.
That's interesting.
It is weird how some designs are fleshy and some are mechanical. The iris. What's the iris?
Don't worry about it.
Phobos and Deimos suck. They shouldn't be considered. We wasted 2 Greek names. Wait, it's Roman. We wasted 2 Roman names on fancy rocks. They're not even going to be around for much longer. Fucking, one of them's gonna crash into Mars.
Maybe it'll have enough gravity to have an atmosphere at that point.
Damn. I don't think that's actually. Well, wouldn't it also fling a bunch of Mars material into space?
Yeah. But as long as it flings less material into space than it's added, then it has more gravity.
I don't think asteroid collisions are that generous, if I'm being honest with you.
Not with the gravity that Mars has, no, probably not.
What was I looking at? Oh yeah, I should probably actually draw a football. Jeez, how is this looking to you so far?
Rough.
It looks amazing so far.
You look amazing so far. Fucking got
Shut
him.
the fuck up.
Make me. You
Okay, I will.
You absolute whore of Babylon.
I mean, Juice.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, Vegeta could shut you up.
Vegeta likes to collect dirt on people. I will. What were we do? Was it It was Mario Kart, wasn't it, Juice? That me, and Vegeta were playing together, and me and Vegeta were just going for the fucking throat at each other. And you want to know something? I appreciate a friend that I can have a friend that is like that. Who?
It was a good time.
Yeah, it's like when you're watching, like, friends in a not an action movie, but like in an adventure movie, and they're like fake fighting, but it like, you know, practicing, but they're actively like trying to kill each other as they're doing it. It's like, oh, this is friendship? I wouldn't know. I did an exam, I guess it's an interview. You know what I'm saying? Like for a job, quote unquote
Gotcha.
job recently.
Yeah, yeah.
And part of it was about like social things, as that was relevant to the position. I was like, no. Zaid, I'm coming to save your wife. She's clearly in trouble.
So in trouble.
Zaid, try and bust down the door. I'll be in Texas in a minute.
Time to deadbolt my door.
Damn. Zaid, would you not...
Just kidding.
I've asked Juice this question. Zaid, if I showed up at your door and I was like, hello, Zaid. Well, I do know your first name, so I'd be like, well, no, you would recognize me more if I said Zaid. And I said, hello, Zaid. It is I.
I've seen pictures of you, Kale.
Well, okay. If I knocked on your door and and for some reason you answered with me at your door, which is already one heck of a decision, and I said hello, first name, not disclosed to the public, would you recognize me quickly?
Yes. It would feel weird that you're using my first name.
Okay, well then I'll call you Zaid. That was half the point I was making. And I said,
well, just because I know you in this space, not in flesh space.
You're dodging the question.
Not in the meat space.
Anyway, I'm at your door, and I say hello, Zaid. What do you do then?
I would ask, why the hell did you not like message that you were coming?
I say because I wanted to surprise you. Hello. What do you do now?
I would invite you in, I suppose.
Okay.
I'd be like, it's not clean. You didn't tell me you were coming.
Okay, Zay, you have an exit to your south, your east, and your north. What do you do?
Wait, what?
You have an exit to your south and your
I'm on the
east and your
third
north.
floor.
Yeah, you have an exit to your south, your east, and your north. What do you do?
They're
They're
all
all straight down.
What do you do?
I probably don't take any of them.
Okay. You're standing in the room. I am in the corner. You have an exit to your south, your east, and your north. What do you do?
Did you just apparate in the room?
No, he let me in.
Oh.
I mean, I probably close the door and offer you water. I mean, I don't know what this question is.
Okay, I draw out a battle axe. What do you do?
What?
you have an exit to your south, your east, your north. What do you do?
We're trying to make this an adventure game, aren't we?
No, shut up. This is real life. Shut up. This isn't a game. What do you do? I have a battle axe.
I probably hit east to grab my katana.
Okay. You are in another room. You have your katana. You have an exit to your west. What do you do?
Well, it has an exit to the north as well.
Okay, you have an exit to your north and your west. What do you do?
I walk back in with a katana and question everything that's happening right now.
I'm gone. Rummy is in the room now. You have an exit to your south, your east, and your north. What do you do?
I pet the cat.
I jump. I
katana killing her.
I jump out. I jump.
The katana's not drawn. It's still in its sheath.
I jump out of the cat with the battle axe and say, "J'accuse." What do you do?
Excuse me.
I am in a battle rage.
You say J'accuse?
I say Okay. I have swung the battle axe into your shoulder. You are bleeding now. What do you do?
Bleed out and die.
Okay.
You're just gonna give up.
You gotta.
I'm in a very bad situation if Gale jumps out of my cat.
It was a
with
fake
a battle axe.
Well, it was
hits me in the shoulder.
It was a fake axe. Before you died, you saw it was made of paper mache. I constructed it quickly.
So is he not bleeding?
You are bleeding. No, the battle axe is real. The axe is fake.
Oh.
I mean, no, the cat is fake. The axe is real. Zaid, you got a score of 5.
Cool.
Would you like to try again?
No.
Okay. Did anyone fucking care about what I was just said? Is everyone gone? I think everyone's actually gone now.
I think your actual view count went up.
When I was doing IRL.
Stop bleeding. Those are great options, JoJo.
I was doing the fucking. I was playing the newest DOS game called Assaulting Your Friends. It's really popular.
The new cooking game, Assaulting Your Friends.
Yeah, Cooking Mama, Assault Your Friends edition. Cooking Mama is back and she's fucking.
I should have asked if this battle axe was an axe body spray.
No, it's a real axe. It is a real axe. You can see it's slightly rusted from previous bloodstains. Would you like to load a save state, Zaid?
Sorry, I had to mute myself.
Okay.
I need to go feed cat soon. My parents' cat soon.
Okay.
But I want to leave with a joke, and I might have to explain the joke.
Okay. Go on.
To kill a French vampire, you need to drive a baguette through its heart. Sounds easy, but the process is painstaking.
Is it because bread is called pain? Okay, fantastic.
You got it.
Yay! Languages!
Leave now.
Oh my goodness! Don't excommunicate Zaid, Juice.
I'm excommunicating myself. I need to go feed cats.
Good luck, Zaid.
Oh. I'll need my VIP back. Bye.
What the? Zaid! I mean, Juice!
Yeah.
Okay. Juice, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I show up at your door. What do you do?
I let you in.
Okay. You let me in. There's an exit to your east and your west and your south. What do you do?
I point you toward the couch.
Okay. I greatly accept and sit on the couch. There's an exit to your south, your east, and your west. What do you do?
Would you like a beverage?
I say no. Oh my goodness! Gamer is raiding! Thank you, Gamer. Gamer, we're currently doing the hottest new bit on KO Comics with Juice.
I wouldn't say it was hottest.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Do you want to help me with my... Do you want me to help me improve my streaming or no?
I'm fine. I'm here.
Okay. This is what I'm asking. Sometimes I just go on runs with this, and I'm like, this isn't stopping. This isn't stopping until I find a place to stop. So... And that's my fault.
It's not.
Juice, what is your favorite celestial body?
That one asteroid that circled Earth for a whole year in 2002 and almost hit us like 4 times.
No, heck yeah.
I actually don't know the name of it.
That's fair. Are you excited for is it Apotheosis? I think it's Apotheosis. But
I've never heard of that.
that is a massive asteroid that is coming insanely close to Earth within the next decade. It's like coming in between the Earth and the Moon. And it's probably not going to hit us, but it will, like, we are going to swing it around into a different direction. So welcome, gamer. I hope you were enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles. I have been thinking about getting some Xenoblade, but I honestly, I have a decent, like, just media to consume catalog to get through before I go through 3 massive games.
Gold was saying Xenoblade 3 is fucking long.
Yeah. And Gold likes Xenoblade. How should I do this? I'm trying to think how to draw Callisto. Because Callisto... So, like, here's what... You know what, Juice? Before, like, anything else happens, let me ask you this. So, I'm looking at Callisto now, right? Looking at it, great, fantastic. It's dark with a bunch of, like, you know, craters on it. So, if I drew it like this, and I came in with an eraser, and just, like... Let's say I cut, like, a shape, like, this, you know, enough that he's clear, and then I start dotting it with, not like this, but more tiny craters. You think that would look good? Is that what you'd prefer? Or no? This will be black. Would you prefer a different method? Would you prefer it to be color?
No, I like that idea.
Okay. Then we'll do that. We'll do that, and then I need a very big eraser real quick.
I don't know how you made the Big Dipper. Just
What?
like
I'm big into astrology in theory. My subconscious is.
astronomy.
No, astrology. The fake one. I know what I said.
Right.
Are you ever concerned about that, Juice? I mean, you know what? I'm about to ask you this, but then I'm like, I'm religious. And so this is going to backfire on me, but I was about to be like, are you ever concerned when your friends believe in something you don't believe in? I meant,
if I know that it's
like, direct...
harmful to other people.
Yeah. Well, would you consider, like... Okay, I want to go... There are 2 I'm specifically thinking of. Let me ask you. Astrology. Do you think that's directly harmful or no?
No, because I do that.
Okay. Crystals. The general notion that crystals have abilities.
No, because I do that.
Oh, damn. Okay, fair enough.
I think they should take over your life and you know, overwrite
medicine?
medical professionals? Absolutely not.
I mean, I feel like if anything, and I don't know if saying this would make crystals less effective on you. I feel like crystals are like a good placebo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you believe a crystal has a certain, like, specifically emotional effect, then chances are, yes, it will in fact have that emotional effect. Because, you know, your brain's doing that. But hey, if the crystal, like, it's a cheap rock, so if it facilitates that, that's better than, like, I don't know, buying something expensive to do it. So I'm gonna
I want to hold my rock near my face because I think it's gonna calm me down. Let me do it.
Yeah, exactly. This is a cool rock. Antidepressants are expensive. I found this rock on the street. Let me live.
Honestly.
I mean, you can. That is a thing I have, because, like, you know, not you, because this is the first time I'm honestly finding out about this, which is fine. Like, it's whatever to me. But, like, I have thought about that before. It's like, well, this person is into crystals. I hope I don't give them a cool rock, which is something I do like to do. And they're like, well, this is a negative rock. So, how dare you?
No rock is a negative rock. If they're saying that dumb shit,
Is that true?
they don't need rocks.
You know what? Listen, hey, even if I don't believe in something, you've just proven me wrong. There's egg on my face, so you have subsuaded my fears with a fact about a subject I was ignorant of. You know what? That's on me. You know, if I was really worried about it, I would have looked it up beforehand and be like, oh, there are no negative rocks. If they say that dumb shit.
I mean, the only negative rock is a rock that's been pelted at the back of your head.
Damn. The only negative rock is the one the church throws at you when they're stoning you in the 1500s. Because you did.
What do you mean 1500? They still do that.
Damn. Because they thought, because you did the finger trick, because you were like, haha, look at the finger trick. And everyone was like, witch! Witch, your finger! Ah!
Demon spawn.
Demon spawn. I feel like I've talked about negative rock, aka a magnet.
You know what? You're right.
On my trip, which was on a cruise, they had, you know, because they have like the do not disturb signs and stuff like that, like many things to do. But it was like a double-sided magnet, and I was like, that's not how I understand magnets to work. Usually, magnets specifically are only like, you turn it around, it sticks to the door. You turn it around again, it also sticks to the door. And I was under the impression magnets were a one-way trip.
No, there are a lot of metals that do that, actually.
Sick. Fantastic. I should learn more about science. I should just, you know, I'm starting to think I should just, like, know things. In general. Have general knowledge. Of topics. Especially before I talk about them on stream.
I mean, at least you aren't in an academic setting saying these things.
Also, to be fair, I feel like the biggest thing, not me and Pig's argument, but with you and Max and the multiverse, which then you came to my aid on, and you were like, no one fucking knows anything. I'm like, sick. I defended myself by saying a lot of what I think about the multiverse is purely fictional. Things of my own fancy, because I only know the very basic ideas of it. So. I do feel like the most interesting idea that was like brought to me was the idea that there would be limited universes, because to me that seems like the most fictional idea about the multiverse. Why would there be fictional universes? Like what would be limiting the amount of universes created? You know, in a multiverse.
Mass and energy.
But okay. I'm trying to think how to phrase this, because I'm thinking like, okay, so you're saying there's limited mass and energy to create multiple infinite universes, right?
Right.
I mean, first off, I feel like first off that would have to be a different kind, because again, if we understand the different universes to be infinite in their own right, then it can't just be like the matter to create them, because again, that would be infinite. But also, I feel like I would then question, okay, well, what's beyond the material being made to use these universes? Because I feel like there would have to be something beyond that. Because I feel like the part of the idea that creates the multiverse, the theory is like, what is beyond our own universe? So, if there's a limited multiverse, what's beyond that then? You ever think about that? Fancy pants?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Why not?
Because I work on a micro scale, not a macro scale.
Well, you ever think about zooming out on Google Images?
I do that sometimes.
You ever get annoyed that a lot of websites use web.pg or whatev, WebP? I do. As someone who has to constantly be saving images to their computer, WebP is incredibly upsetting to me. WebP. Max.
Well, the internet has to piss somewhere.
the internet's pee has to be stored in piss. It's Pissmon, the Digimon created out of the data about pee.
Oh my god.
I'm so thirsty. Ugh. Pee in my mouth. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh my god.
And just let him fucking die. Just let him fucking die. See, that's the thing. I do want more, like, when I do end up creating more emotes, I do want more original stuff, because I feel like it would be easy to make meme emotes. But I don't want to do that, because a lot of those memes are illustrated by people. Like, you know? I don't want to give credit, and that's kind of hard to do when it's an emote I create it, and not the thing. And they also don't have a Twitch account. Blah, blah, blah. Etc., etc. Creator. Nothing greater than a crit. Oh my gosh, this is relevant. I was going to talk about this with Juice and people in a private Discord, but let me bring this up now. I was scrolling through Instagram, which is something I shouldn't be doing because fuck Instagram. But I think Instagram is worse than Twitter a lot of the time. Like, I end up scrolling through that, and it's just garbage. I saw one today that was like, when anime and Marvel combine, and it was a clip from Kung Fu Panda. And I don't think it was ironic. I think they were trying to seriously say that kind of stuff. Also, yes, Cole. Anyway, but one of them was like actually an educational thing about the Yucatan Peninsula. What if Sakuman pees? What is it? I don't know. Sucka pee? I'm not that knowledgeable about Digimon. I'm only catching up now thanks to my friend Stealth Boy. But like, so it was talking about the Yucatan Peninsula and the crater there, which is supposed to be the crater from the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs, right? Mm-hmm. And then they showed an animated image of an asteroid hitting Earth, but it wasn't hitting like South America. It was hitting like Georgia. Like, it was specifically hitting, like, the east coast of America. And I was like, what? You're literally trying to show where the asteroid hit, and this is the wrong location. Why are you doing this? Is there really a poop Digimon?
Yeah, there's a few.
That's awful. Oh my goodness. I'm looking this up real quick.
There are at least 4.
There are at least several. Oh, this guy looks... Oh, he is shaped like poop. And also, he is awful looking. Oh, this is an awful looking thing. I hate this. Anyway, with that note, I think we're gonna raid someone. Because I'm drained of all my vital juices. And not juice, but juices. And I'm gonna go lay in bed and contemplate my life. Who's live? Who can we raid? I'll probably be down to hang out on Twitch. Shadow Mage is streaming. Honestly, wait. No, we'll raid Shadow Mage. There was a thing I was looking at, and I'll probably watch that, but I don't want to throw... Actually, how long ago did they start? You ever do that? I tend to look at how long people have been streaming before I join. Because I'm like, you're probably winding down here. And if I want to, like, join stream, drained my vital pee. I thank everyone for coming, though. I hope we can all show Shadow Mage some love. They support me so much. It's only fair I do the same. And also, thanks for Juice for this cool image idea, which I will be continuing in the near future. So, Juice is great. Juice also supports me, but they don't stream, so. 1 viewer. There was 1 person watching stream. That's good to know. 10? We had 10 people watching. That's pretty good. That's pretty great. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.